What is up, fellow game developers? My name is Tyler Potts, and today we've not got one of the new intros I've been doing because this is the second video in a day I am doing on the channel, so I haven't actually got much time to do this one. But we're going to be doing collection and displaying UI money-wise. We're going to be taking these money bags and we're going to make them pickable. They're going to give a certain amount of money. We're going to make them dynamic so we can pick how much each bag is worth when you pick it up. And then we're going to display how much money we have in the top corner. So without further ado, let's get started. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go on our level manager. I'm going to add we're actually going to open up our level manager and we're just going to do it inside of the level manager script. Okay guys, now inside the level manager script we're going to have a new section. We're going to do a header in here for the inspector. We'll call this currency, and this will be all our currency attributes. Now in here we're just going to say a public integer currency, and we're going to say it equal to 0f just by default. Zero, not 0f, because it's not a float. And then we're going to create a function, a public void increase currency, and then we're going to have an integer called amount. And what we're going to do is we're going to say currency plus equal to amount for now. Now if we hit save, you can see that it's now all compiled. Let's go back over to Unity, click on our level manager, wait for it to compile the script. And you can see we now have a public currency value here. Now, what we need to do is make these money bags a prefab and pick-upable. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to tag these with a new tag called money bag or money or currency. Could have also done pick-upable object or something like that, but that's fine. I'm also going to set these -1 in the background because sometimes they apply before our player, which we don't want. The second thing we'll do is I'm going to add a component, and I'm going to call this I'm not going to call it, I'm going to select a box collider 2D. I'm just going to zoom in a little because I just want to make sure it's a bit more accurate. I know it doesn't really matter, especially when it's a collectible item like this, but there we go, that's fine. So now we have a money bag with a collider, and it's going to be a trigger because we want to trigger something. Now what we're going to do is we're going to add a component to this called currency pickup. Hit enter and hit enter again. Now we're just going to wait for this to, there we go. So now I'm going to open this up in Visual Studio. Just going to remove this, and then we're going to have a few different values. So the first one is a public integer called worth or amount or currency or worth, maybe worth. What would you call it? What price? No, worth. We'll call it worth, and we're going to set it by default to 100, not 100f, just 100. It's an int, Tyler. Then we're going to have an on trigger enter 2D. We're going to say if collision dot compare tag is equal to player. Then we're going to destroy this game object, so the money bag. We might even add a particle effect where money explodes everywhere later on, but that will be in a later video. We'll do that towards the end when we do some polishing and some more fun effects. But in this one, we're just going to now say level manager dot instance dot increase currency, and we're going to pass through its worth. And that is all we need to do to increase our currency. So if we now go back to the game, I click on money bag. Let's drag and create a prefab out of this. So we have a prefab, and then let's drag a couple more money bags around. Let's just drop one there. And let's make this one worth 200. So again, you can change the worth of these per what they are. I'm just going to drag that into the environment. And then that's good for now. So now let's hit. Now if we click on our player, not on our player, on our level manager, you will see our currency is at 0. But when we come and collect this first bag, you can see it now goes up to 200. And we collect the other one, we're now at 300. So now we have 300 currency, but we kind of want to see it on screen. So let's finally create some UI for our game. So I'm going to right click, click create, UI, and we're going to say panel. Now, if we zoom out, you can see this is our canvas here. I'm going to go to the canvas and I'm going to change it from constant pixel size to scale with screen. I'm going to make it by default 1920 by 1080, and I'm going to match it to the width of the page. Reference pixels per unit is fine for now. You can change that to make it depending on what your pixels per unit is, what sort of graphics you're using. For now, we're just going to be using the default UI. So now on our panel, I want to change the background from a background to our, we have a square somewhere. Where are you? Let's just search for square. There we go. So now we just have the plain square, which I think looks better. We don't want to preserve aspect ratio. We just want to stretch it. And now we've got that covering the whole page. We don't want it on the whole page. If we go to our game, you can see there's like a white overlay. Let's now set this to anchor to the top left. And let's give it a width of, let's say, 300 and a height of 100. That looks about right. Let's have a look what it looks like in game. So it's a little white tab. Let's move it by 25 pixels on either angle just to give it some space. There we go. And now let's add, or not let's add, let's drop in a new UI element called text. We're just going to use a standard text. We're not going to use Text Mesh Pro for this one. Let's actually stretch this out vertically, or actually all the way. We're then going to align it to the left, but also center on its alignment there and align by geometry. We're going to set its size to about 36. It's about right. And let's give it a pound sign and we'll say £0. Now actually, let's make this a bit bigger. Let's make it to about 48. That's about right. We could make it bold. Let's have a look what that looks like. It's kind of there, but let's actually give it some left of like 10, 10, 10 and 10, just so it has some padding around it. That's good. And I also don't like it being white. I kind of want it to be a dark color. And then the text, we will give it a white color. So we go to our game. That looks a lot better to me. And obviously you can switch this out for actual images and different graphics. For now, we're just going to be using basic UI. I'm going to rename this text to our currency UI. And then we're going to go over to our level manager, open it back up in Visual Studio. So go to our level manager script, and under currency, we're going to say public text. We actually have to add in using unity.ui, and we're going to say public text currency UI. And then down here, we'll just say currency UI.text is equal to a pound sign. Obviously, I'm British, so I use pound, Great British Pound. You can use dollar, whatever you want. You can use a custom one if you want. You could do something like squiggly line. That's your new currency symbol. Sorry, off topic. And then we're going to say currency there. So now that should add that in, and it should look good. So if we hit save and we go back to Unity, we go on our level manager, wait for it to compile. We drag our currency UI into our text here. And now if we hit play, as we run around and pick up money, you can see it updates in the top left. He's going to kill me. Okay, come on, boy. We're going to dodge you. We're going to dodge you, and bam, we got that 300. We got the money. Pew pew. Wait, is it? Pew. Nope. Bam. Damn it. Bam. We hit him, boys. That's it. We're good. But yeah, that is it for this video. It was just a simple currency pickup and display on screen with some UI elements. It's a super easy video, but you can now use this technique to add more currency and pickups to your game, which you can then use, let's say, on different levels to buy things, or to, you know, just to show off your score, so how much money you robbed. If this is a thief game, you're a little thief and you're trying to rob money from people, bam, that's what you got. So if you did enjoy this video, guys, it helps out massively if you hit that thumbs up button below. If you enjoyed it and you want to see more, then hit that subscribe button so you can get and the bell to get notified as soon as a new video goes live. Share this with your friends if you really want to do me a favour, and don't forget to comment. Comments are fun. I reply to as many as I can. Thank you guys for watching this video. Peace out and keep muddy.